Alright, well my internet's down, so I thought I'd make this video. There you can see my new Sprinter van I just bought last Friday, last weekend. Yeah, there it is in all its glory, in carbon metallic black. Yeah, so I'll show it to you up close and personal. It's been a long journey getting a van. I thought it's been really difficult actually. Buying a van is extremely hard. Well, I found it very hard. Bought two vans before this, and one I returned, the other one got stolen straight away after by the second one. I think got stolen probably by the seller. I'll tell you a bit about that in a second. This one I paid 6,250 quid for it. So there are a few problems with it I didn't notice when I bought it, but I got so fed up like looking around for a van that I ended up just buying this one really without kind of looking too closely. It's got some small rust marks on it, but essentially it's relatively nice. I think the front wheel here needs to be realigned. It's got, you know, little blemishes like that. Some little small rust patches on the roof. There's a scratch with a rust patch on it, but it's not too bad. Yeah, back here you can see it's in good condition. It's got a rip on the seat which isn't too nice to look at, but there it is. And we go. And here it is, 168,000 miles. And I'm going to convert this into a camper van and do a bit of YouTube vlogging with it. So, you know, if you want to see those videos, then please subscribe. And let me just turn the camera around. Yeah, the mic seems to be on. Yeah, so it's been a massive, real pain trying to get this van. I bought the first van. I had to go through two vans to get to this van, which I think is the final van that I'm going to have. It's basically, I started off, I bought the original Sprinter that I thought was which I ended up going for at the time, in this time last year. Exactly around this time last year, I bought a 2008 Mercedes Sprinter, the same model, slightly lower spec, but you know, I bought the van and drove it back. And then I kind of noticed that, you know, I wasn't very experienced, and I'm still not very experienced in buying vehicles. It's very difficult. It's like buying a house. I haven't bought a house, but I'm told it's very difficult. Never bought a house before, but yeah, apparently it's hard. Yeah, I found it very hard to do because I was, you know, working within a budget and buying a second-hand vehicle, and you don't know what you're buying really. Anyway, I bought this van, and it was a mistake. It was repainted. It just, on closer inspection, just isn't what I wanted. I ended up trying to return it, and the dealer made a huge fuss about it. And now I'm still trying to fight to get the money back. £6,000 at the time, and they've still got the money. And I returned the van. I tried to do a chargeback and all sorts to get the money back. It didn't work. So now I'm taking them to court, and the trial is end of May. So I'll make another video on that and tell you how it went. But it gets worse, because after that, you know, before I didn't want to wait until I got the money back. It just takes too long. So after that, late last year, I bought another white Mercedes Sprinter, which was newer, in better condition, no repaint job, no respray, no nonsense, no, you know, rust underneath the a second layer of paint. And it was really nice. It had some dents on it, but it was a nice van. It had fewer miles than this one. Had side windows as well that I'm gonna have to install on this van. And yeah, I parked it down there on one of the side roads, and just after buying it, and that's the last time I ever saw it. It was nicked, and it's a horrible feeling when you go to see this van that you just bought a couple of days ago or whatever, and find that it's not there. And it's a huge pain, you know. Thieves are the worst. They're the worst. And the way it was stolen, kind of to me made it obvious that, you know, it had something to do with the seller. My strong suspicion, because there was no broken glass, no kind of no witnesses. Anyway, it's pretty dead down that road anyway that I parked it on. A lot of vans get parked there for some reason, but I parked it there because I thought it was all out of the way, and yeah, it was stolen without, taken without a trace. So of course the police told the police, and they didn't do anything. Useless. And I had to claim it on the insurance, and I got most of it back, but it's now on my history for having made a claim, and now I'm looking at insurance quotes now, and it's more expensive. So yeah, my theory is that the seller, I really think this is what happened. The seller, or some accomplice, I don't know who. I reckon they had a tracker in the vehicle. The seller, the guy who sold it to me. I had a weird feeling about him, but yeah, I think he had a tracker in the vehicle, and he had a spare key that he didn't tell me about, and he came to fetch it and nicked it, and God knows what he did with it. Stripped it for parts, sold it abroad. I don't know, but I reckon he was a little bit of a thief, or not a little bit. He was a thief, a car thief of that. So yeah, be careful out there when buying vehicles. It is a job and a half, and I found it like just so hard, just getting the van you want, especially Mercedes Sprinters, which are, vans that have like rust problems and things like that. So it's not like it's not ideal. But yeah, I wanted this van, and that's what I ended up getting. So, if you like the video, please like and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be releasing content on this stuff, and yeah, and hopefully making a camper van.